Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO edition. This is Gnarlo. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good girl. When last we left, we were just behind us here, just up that hill. Right up there is where the two watchers from Bree have their little hiding location, their little eagle's perch as it is, that they're watching this area down here at the Andrath ruins. Let's go ahead and pull up a map. Yeah, we are way down here at the bottom of the greenway, down here just above on Andrath. And there's, all Sharky's men and his half-orc fighters and all these people. The Southerners are all out over here. But that is not our destination today. Our destination today is going to be kill some of these Knickerbreakers out here that you see. See a few of those? They are all around the pond over here. What is it? Mud Bottom Lake, I think is the name of it. I think this is Mud Bottom. I'd think about it. But the Knickerbreaker, the noises are keeping Hail Catch Lake. That's right, Mud Bottom. I was sitting and thinking that doesn't sound right. Mud Bottom is the one over there at the Shire, I do believe. And ooh, I do like that map there. Do like that map a lot. I think that's the one right over here next to Bywater that all the fishing stuff happens. I believe that is Mud Bottom. Anyway, the Knickerbreakers are keeping one of the watchers up there awake and keeping him from getting any rest, so we are going to see if we can take some of them out. I've been advised, I've had people say, well, why don't you stand back a little further? And I think that's a good idea. I was coming up because I wanted, number one, there's not any real good places to stand back a little ways. If you down below, maybe up once you got up top, whenever the things would get too close to you. If you stood back a little ways, you had a problem with the ones behind you coming up behind you or spawning too close and all. But plus I just like to rush up there and hit them with my stick. What can I say? I think part of it is I've still got that mindset going on that I've still got to hit things like 6,000 times on my staff for the deed, and I've completed that deed. So yeah, I ought to be able to give it up by now. So I will try to be using my friendly animals here as a tank a little bit more than I was. All right, go ahead and send him in. I'm also going to take a look. I've had Trotter giving me advice on... Yep, there we go. See, the stun just kicked in, or the root just kicked in. So that's when the bear came off. I'm taking a look. What do we got? Lock pet skill. Roaring challenge. Okay, that's the pet's taunt. Alright, so there it is. Toggle assist. Kept getting toggle assist. I did not realize it. It's like, hang on. I have guard mode. They're supposed to be doing that. I thank you so much. I did not even know that the toggle assist button was there. I was thinking guard mode would pretty much take care of it. I am very happy that you told me that. Okay, we have got 10 more Knickerbreakers to take out. We are going to do that now. Probably wander all around this part of the lake down there. Not going to make you watch it all. We will get back to you whenever we have just about completed it. And see whether we have to go back to the Andrath ruins or whether simply going to... Yes, that was it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very good advice. We will see whether or not going back to the Andrath ruins or whether we just naturally complete it once we've finished it. So we will find out together in just a few. why it was giving me invalid target there. There we go, 12 of 12. Yep, we do have to return to Watcher Oakdale. That's why I didn't want to get too far away. Let's head back up there to their little roost up in the ruins of Andrath. We will tell him that we have ensured him a better night's sleep, if not a good night's sleep, at least a better night's sleep. And I hope neither one of them snore. That's all I can say. It'd be a bad thing to be up there trying to hide from all the half-orcs and all and snoring all the time. Let's go up and see what he has to say. Coming around their little post, there's Watcher Oakdale. Let's tell him that the Knickerbreakers are taken care of.
What's your need?
Yes, I could hear the sound of the swamp diminish as the sneakers retreated from around the camp. I thank you, friend. Perhaps tonight I will find a true rest that will strengthen my resolve and restore my heart. Very good. Okay, so now let's take care of these. Yep, quite a bit of stuff to sell. We got some SLOTRO points granted, 5 SLOTRO points for finishing off the Knickerbreaker Slayer. We've managed to kill 30 Knickerbreakers. Who would ever have thought that Knickerbreakers could grow that big? What does this say? The Midgewater Marsh is a home to the Knickerbreakers, a variety of annoying insect that has recently become hostile following the passage of black riders from the east. You are called to halt the plague of the Knickerbreakers. Okay, so we got a title. Shellbreaker. Who would have ever thought that Knickerbreakers could get that big? Okay, we'll stick with Drudger for the moment. And we got a deed bestowed, Knickerbreaker Slayer Advanced. We have to take out 60 of them for that. And I'm assuming it will have a funny little saying there whenever we get there as well. It just tells us about the plague and the Knickerbreakers again. Okay, so now let us head on back to see Greenbrier. And I think the quickest way, let's see, return to the Prancing Pony. Yeah, we'll map on back to the pony and then run to his cabin. And I'll see y'all when we get there. We are approaching Chief Watcher Grimbrier's cabin here. Y'all will notice I've also taken my Stone of the Tortoise out and have re-enabled experience points. Y'all help remind me to keep an eye on that. If y'all see it creeping up too high, more than about right here, give me a shout. Y'all holler out so I can see it there. I don't want to accidentally level up, but I also want to make sure that, I don't like it whenever I decide to level again. Let's say whenever I'm ready to go to level 19, I like to be right up here about in this area. And I don't like to go, okay, now we're going to go to level 19 and have 3 or 4 episodes of leveling up before we actually ding over. It's like, no, when I go to level 19, I want to go to level 19. So we'll take care of that also. Okay, Chief Watcher Grimbrier. We need to tell him about what's going on down that way. Informing Greenbrier. Brittleleaf and Oakdale are no cowards, but I cannot heed their advice. The Rangers are a dangerous and wild lot, and would do more harm than good in its land. I will not invite them into Breeland, where they will install themselves as our overlords as soon as this crisis is ended. No, there must be another way. Just an aside, that is remarkably short-sighted and xenophobic. But it's also remarkably astute of him, because once this crisis ended, we are talking about the entire War of the Ring, of course. He's seeing a small part of it, but once this crisis ended, Aragorn and the Rangers did reinstall themselves as the lords, didn't they? He was not only king of Gondor, but he came up and reestablished the Northern Kingdom too. So in his own way, he's right. He's one of these people that don't believe in having... That is a lovely earring there, lady, or fella, or whoever. He's one of these fellas that does not like having a lord, and I got to say, I salute you, sir. Back to the thing. I have received other news from within the bounds of Breeland, other citizens that need defense from this brigand menace. I would see you aid them before seeking the yoke of the Rangers. What are we going to take? The Brigand Blade, which is a dagger and we can't use, or the Brigand Basher, which is a staff? Which one? It does exactly the same thing. Gives us might, though, instead of vitality. Which one's worth more? Because we're going to vendor this off. Let's go with the Brigand Basher. There we are. Let's take a look at what it looks like. I always like to check these things out to see whether or not it's better than this. Looks better than the staff we use. Nope, it's fairly close to being the same. In fact, I like this one more because it has a little bit more detail. It's got the leather wraps below the metal knobs, pommels, grommets, whatever those things on the end of a staff is called. Yes, I know a grommet is a thing in a shoe, and a pommel is the thing on the end of a sword. So we'll have to figure out. I'll put the name of what exactly that is right there. Knob will work for now. All right, so we finished up everything here, have we? Yes, we have. Okay, let's take a look at our quest log. So now we are going to head on up this way, past Thornley's farm and worksite and all, and head right into this area where the wolves and the bears and the boars, oh my, yes indeed, we're going to go there, where all of them are. And we might stop by Thornley's farm on the way also. Yeah, I'm really trying to quit saying as well all the time. That had become kind of my fallback saying at this point, which is another one. I'm really trying to keep kind of an idea on my language choices, my phrase choices as I go along. Because, if you say, it's just like you saying, if you say at this point and oh, I just forgot what the phrase I was using that I was not going to use anymore. There you go. Success. I have wiped it out of my mind. But you keep using those phrases all the time. It's just as bad as going, and and you like. It becomes just another verbal crutch in there. It becomes just another pointless verbal pause that doesn't have any meaning. It's just filling up blankness. And sometimes having a pause in the conversation can be nice. Nice having my cup of my fake coffee here. I know one of them is to go over here and talk to Miss Thornley. I am not ready to go and do that quite yet, because she's going to send us off on a mission to go and rescue her husband, who is captured by the orcs up there at that end of the Greenway on the way to Trestle Bridge. Let's bring the hunting ones up. A hollow of wolves, bears craving honey, boars making beds. Excuse me. My brethren's call and Thornley's farm. Talk to Andrath at the Greenway Fort. Andrath? Did we miss someone down there? Or is Andrath a Greenway Fort up north? I thought that was called the Andrath Ruins. Let's take a look at bears craving honey. Have you seen the bears around here? They stumble so close to the farm both day and night that I think they are either growing tame or worse. If they continue to come closer to the farm, then it's possible they will attack. And if we put the horses in their stable before then, well, the Thornleys will certainly lose much. If you are willing, I can offer up some coin for thinning out the bears around the area. You will find the bears I'm talking about roaming about from the old Greenway Fort in the east through the Brandywine Hills in the west. Okay, the Greenway Fort. That is that one over there. Okay. That's the one just this side of the festival grounds. And yeah, he stands right down here in, I think, a little fallen tower, or right next to a little fallen tower. Pooh, Bobo. Sorry, hun, but you're gonna have to attack some of your own kind here. I do apologize. Don't really want to force you to do that, but at the moment, that's where my beardom, that's where my petdom lies. Because let's see, I know I've got the Raven. What does the Raven actually do? Specializes in buffing and debuffing. Yes, that's what I was thinking. The Raven is less of a combat pet and more of a buff type pet. Not really one that helps me here in the situation where I don't really want to go hand to hand and toe to toe with these folks. Yeah, let's see if we can back off of you. Defeat bears in the Northern Bree Fields. 1 of 12. Okay, that was the first one, huh? What did the other one count for? Now it's a field bear. Field bear is just a beast. I guess when they say Northern Bree Fields, they mean Northern darn Bree Fields. Thank you, Bobo. That'll be a little bit extra in your pay envelope this week. Very good. And that doesn't count either. Okay, let's continue on up this way. It looks like when they say Northern Bree Fields, they mean Northern darn Bree Fields. We're gonna have to like wander on up this way, north of the farm. Do you count? Yes, you do. Okay, I bet you count. So what else we have? Dusk Wolf. Yep, Dusk Wolf. Okay, so basically they mean on the north side of the farm for the most part. And those further down south and toward the bandits and over there don't really count. So we will work on these then. And the sow, the splinter tusk. Yep, there's a boar we're after. Okay, let's take some out now that we found the right location for them. There we go. Bobo, get back over there. Because I'm backing out of the fight doesn't mean you get to retire as well. Hit him with a cracked earth again. Let's hit him with some more lightning. Ooh, a little bit tougher up this way. Okay, we are going to keep working through the various targets up this way. And I will see you when we're ready to report back. We have one more boar here to bring down to the swift lightning of justice. So we'll take that on out. I was answering a message in the chat just now, World Chat. Someone saying, why did they decide to make the game harder? And I was like, make the game harder? And there were several of us going, you don't know what tough is. It's like, I wish they would make this game a little more challenging. One guy was saying that, you know, because it's been in, let's face it, it's been in easy mode for about 8 or 9 years now. About the time that they decided to go free to play, they made, especially out here on the landscape, a lot easier. You know, there's pretty much no challenge unless you're wandering around in one of those areas where you happen to walk into one of those high level, you know, ultra purple nemesis characters that walks around. It's not a dangerous place at all. You know, I am here for the story. I love the game. You know, obviously I've stuck around for 11 years. I love the game. And it's one of my comfort places to come back to and enjoy wandering around. But I'm not here for the challenge. I'm here for the story and for the environment, and to feel like feel just a little bit like I'm wandering around in Middle Earth, or a version of Middle Earth. But I'm not here for the challenge. I mean, heck, when I'm not sitting here talking to you fine and entertaining people, I am usually playing this with a podcast going on in the background, or a YouTube video playing. So, sitting and listening to various people talk about games and game tips and strategies and stuff like that. So, and that's stuff that I actually have to concentrate on. So trust me, I am definitely not. Where is Mr. Thistlebur at? Damn. I am definitely not overly engaged, having to overly engage my thinking and my mind, and trying to concentrate here. Although I perhaps should, because where is the dude that I need to talk to? I'm waiting for a ring to pop up on my map, but it's like, okay. I guess we'll get to see the ins and out of the worksite, and see what this inn would be like if it would ever complete building and we could go inside of it. It looks like it'd be a really nice one. I am trying to find Nate Brittleleaf, Ray Thistlebur, and Ham Gray Thistle. And I swear I might have seen some of those. Millicent Green Lake. That's Carver Green Lake. Yep, see right there, Kenton Thistleway. Ham Gray Thistle, Ray Thistlebur, Nate Brittleleaf. Nope. Where are these people? Hello? Supposed to be at Thornley's worksite. And this is Thornley's worksite. You see it right here. Oh, I feel like I'm going crazy. All right, let's wander closer to the farm. At least we know we've got a quest up here. We can go talk to Rose Thornley. And let's see if she pops up. Is her name going to pop up? Is the farm here also considered part of the worksite? There's Rose. Yep. Okay, see, I thought this was considered more the farm, but this is actually considered the worksite as well. Okay, so see, I've learned something. Are you on the other side of the mill? I love the rumbling of the gears when you're close to the mill here. I know y'all people probably get tired of hearing about it, but I cut my teeth. My first MMO was EverQuest. Back in the day when EverQuest was hard. I mean, it's still harder than a lot of them, but it was hard back then. And that's what I consider hard in an MMO. I mean, heck, I'd go back to that if I could. If I had some of my bros would want to go back to those days. No, I don't want to travel to this objective. Let's see, which one's this? Bears Craving Honey. It has been so long. Let's look at the history, Mr. Thistlebur. You seen? Okay, we already did that about the old Greenway Fort, stumbling about, if you're willing. Yeah, the horses. So we've already looked at yours. Okay. Bears are a threat. You did well, and I did make a promise to offer you pay, but I cannot say I'm willing to bring the horses here yet. Oh, I am going to slap you upside your smug little face, buddy. Look around you. You can see them out there. Bears. I truly think that they are the greatest threat we face here in Breeland. Surely I do. I just did this. I just did this. You gonna give me another quest? Are you gonna finish this quest? Did I not just...
How can I be of service?
No, finish now. Okay. You didn't give me any money. You gave me no money. Oh. warned you I'd do it. I warned you I'd do it. You don't screw me over like that. You don't screw over people when you promise them payment. Yeah, you gave me some healing potions, but we've seen how often I use those.
How can I be of service?
Mr. Brittleleaf, a Hollow of Wolves. Greetings, friend. Did the missus send you over to talk to me? I've told her time and again, Mr. Thornley, too. The horses will get spooked if we bring them in with what goes on here at night. There are wolves all around these lands, and they've a den to the west where the Brandy Hills begin to rise in the distance. Until we thin out the number of wolves, we cannot risk the horses being moved here. If we thin out the numbers, I will think about bringing the horses out here to the farm. I'll even pay to get the help we need. Interested? Yeah, let's see if you short me. Pork chops. I wonder if those are made from some of the ones I just killed. It's good to know that the number of wolves have been reduced. Still, these hills seem to be crawling with wildlife not usually seen this close to inhabited lands. There must be something that has them all spooked. Yes, indeed there was. All right, Mr. Gray Thistle. Let us speak to you.
What do you need?
Boars making beds. We will discuss that one as well. There we go with as well again. The others are concerned about the carnivores stalking around these lands, but I'm worried about the boars. They are certainly capable of eating meat, but it's their bedding habits that concern me. The number of boars in these lands is enough to trample down the surrounding fields and destroy the food supply we need for the animals. It is for this reason that I would ask you to hunt the boars. Will you help? Sure will. Good. With fewer boars milling about, there will be more opportunity to feed the animals that we will move on to the worksite soon. Oh, I better call it there. I'm starting to lose my voice here. Let's dismiss Bobo. I think that's been a while. Next time we will go over there and we've got a choice of going to Miss Rose Thornley or going to talk to Andrath, the ranger. So we will think about which one of those is going to be next. No, that's going to tick off old Greenbrier over there, but he's going to have to get used to it. And seriously, I think in the end he does. So that's what we're going to do. Thank y'all for coming along. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. It's time to edit this up and take a nap. So I will see y'all next time. Thanks for coming along with me. Bye-bye.